Okay, my lovely, lovely, lovely friends. It's Friday, yeah. My post-market wrap-up on this lovely Friday. It was so lovely. We're going to talk about that and some other twisted, absolutely revolting things as well. But all in all, a nice, lovely day for you and me. You know why? Because we are together again at last. All right, so Friday, September 25th, 2020. Nice rally on Wall Street. Stocks higher across the board. However, stocks were relatively deep in the negative early on. More abysmal, terrible economic news. And the market goes up. What a shock. Can I see your shock face? I can see you. And you wearing that pretty little nightie? Just lovely. Yeah, I can see you all. All right, anyway, look, so nice rally on Wall Street despite terrible economic news. And that is because the Fed is going to goose the market. Harder and freaking harder. More easy money. Not so much for the middle class, though. Let me just say this. Initially, the market did not like the stimulus light package that the Republicans want to give the middle class. And it was disappointed, the market, that the Democrats were kind of giving in. It doesn't matter. You all know that. Both parties don't give a damn about you. You are nothing but a pawn. That's it. And if you think your vote matters, well, I'm sorry to tell you that it don't. But anyway, so what I want to do here is a little blow by blow. But before I get there, let's cover a couple of other things. Cryptocurrencies turned around, got bid up. Nothing major, but they did get bid higher. Gold and silver remain under pressure. Again, the opportunity of a lifetime in my view. That's me. Dollar continues to gain strength here in the 10-year yield 0.65. So despite the 10-year yield being where I really don't like it too much and the dollar getting stronger, stocks got bid higher. We'll talk more about that when I do my blow-by-blow as to why this is happening. Other than the promise of easy money in unbelievable amounts, backdoor bailouts, front door bailouts. Oh yeah, we'll talk more about that too as we move forward here. But just gauging from what I am seeing here, I'm going to give you a little heads up. I believe that this rally that we saw today has a high probability of playing out early next week. But we'll see what happens over the weekend. I guarantee you there's going to be some tremendous news on a vaccine. Oh yeah, the market loves to hear that. And we have one person out there who loves to tell the market things, true or not, to prop it up. I'll give you one guess as to who it is and who he works for. All right, so let's do this here, people. Little blow by blow. I think it's going to be just all kinds of lovely and all kinds of fun. Let me close this here real quick. Okay, let us do this here. Okay, so, where should I begin? How about this? We already understand that the banks can do anything they want and they never get in trouble for it. But how about this? Blue Cross and Blue Shield, the insurance company, they just reached a $2.7 billion settlement, okay, reading this, to solve claims that they were involved in activity causing their members to pay more than they should have. Really? Imagine my shock. So the insurance company was fudging things so people have to pay more or higher premiums, and then they get a fine of $2.7 billion. Let me ask you, where are the arrests? Were you expecting any? Well, that doesn't happen. Not in this new corporate thing that we have here in the United States. We don't have a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. No. It's totally 100% for the corporations, the banks, and we're going to talk more about that as we move forward. It's going to be lovely for you. Yeah. Let's talk about some lovely stuff. And let me outline this again. And I'm going to read this to you. Market does not want the Republican skinny stimulus plan for the middle class and is unhappy that the Democrats are backing down from insisting that the American people get a larger stimulus. But more money for Wall Street, not so much for the middle class. Can I see your shocked face? Remember, I can see you. Let's do it together. I'm aghast. Yeah. What a shocker. Okay. Now, here we go. More about the airline bailout. So the airlines here, we understand they already got $25 billion. The airlines were asking for another 15 to 24 months of support. Okay. Larry Kudlow was out this morning, in the afternoon, saying the White House is very happy to help the airlines. Again, just the top 3 major airlines have bought back over $30 billion, more like $35 billion of their own stock in the past few years. But that's okay, because Larry Kudlow says the White House wants to help the airlines. No, it's the middle class that has to help them. They can't possibly be told, hey, you know what? Maybe you should liquidate those shares. No, can't happen. So here, let me read this to you. U.S. Airlines push for another $25 billion from President Trump. So, this is me. Details regarding President Trump's second airline bailout are sketchy, but the airlines are seeking another $25 billion, equivalent to the first. This would bring the total bailout thus far to $50 billion. And how many of you want to bet that they're not done? No, they're not done. But again, this is bailout nation. This is not capitalism. Can't be, right? This is not what we do. We allow companies to fend for themselves. But the American people, the middle class especially, always gets the shaft. And it ain't pretty. I want to read something to you that a very dear friend of mine sent to me, and I want you to pay attention. Government-funded science. How many of you, with the show of hands, get your hands up, especially you with that pretty nightie on. Yeah, get your hand up. How many of you trust government-funded science? Get your hand down. Anyway, listen to this. In the 60s, we were told that oil reserves will be depleted in 10 years. In the 70s, we were going to get another ice age within 10 years, more than likely. In the 80s, it was acid rain. Do you remember that? I grew up in the 80s, Acid rain is going to destroy all the crops in 10 years. Oh, I remember that one. 2000s, the ice caps will be gone in 10 years. They're still there. None of these catastrophes happened, but all resulted in more taxes and regulation. When are people going to realize they're just being lied to and used as a pawn? Breaking! This was breaking earlier today. Larry Kudlow says the White House would like very much to help the airlines. Oh, yeah, Larry. You're a good guy. Now, look, so this is another thing that I think we're all aware of here. So we know that, bank after bank after bank gets caught in rigging the metals markets, rigging the debt market, rigging LIBOR, rigging everything. So, Deutsche Bank and several other banks. We're just going to talk about Deutsche Bank here. Big commercial banks here are embroiled in this global money laundering scandal. All right. It goes way beyond banks here in the United States. This is a global thing. Now, let me ask you, first of all, let's agree that money laundering is an illegal practice. Okay. Now, how many of you believe that there is going to be even one management level arrest? Do you think there's going to be one? No. But you see, let's just say you went into, I don't know, your corner store over here at the gas station. You reach into your pocket and you pull out a $10 bill. You don't realize it, but that $10 bill is counterfeit. All of a sudden, they make a few phone calls. You get tackled to the ground, put in a chokehold, and thrown in jail. You didn't even realize the bill was counterfeit, but you're going to get charged for, passing a counterfeit bill. But these banks can launder tens of billions of dollars, probably more than that, steal whatever they want, and not one management level arrest. Tell me again how the government works for you. Okay, I think you get it. It's just totally retarded. Now, here we go. So we understand that mass layoffs have taken place over the past several months. No secret, tens of millions of people out of work. However, corporations are now returning more. I'm reading the headline here. Are returning more money to their shareholders after cutting jobs. And how are they returning cash to shareholders? Number one, they're increasing dividends. Number two, more stock buybacks. See what happened to the stock market today? When this kind of stuff gets floated out, stocks go up. You understand? So let's see. So the shareholders, of course, the rich are more than likely the ones who own this stuff, are getting rewarded for mass layoffs. Lovely stock buybacks. You know how much we love those. We love them. Me as a trader, I love it. But again, I'm trying to shed a little light on this for you. I hope it sinks in just a little bit, people. I really, really do. There's nothing here. Moving forward, going backwards, however you want to look at it, that is going to help you moving forward. I've been beating this to death, but again, if you're a member of the middle class, you're done, finished, and you literally have no means of escape in this environment. You have a target on your face, and you're done. This corporate agenda via this merger between a new American government and these corporations is going to destroy whatever's left of the middle class and destroy our country. I mean, this is clearly a move way beyond socialism. I mean, bailouts, they're not capitalistic, are they? But, the president wants to keep doing that because it'll boost up the stock market at the expense of who? The middle class. Oh, yeah, no, but he works for you. He does not work for the corporations. He's all for you. You know that, right? Yeah. And it's only going to get much, much worse, much more hideous and ugly moving forward. So with that said, like I always say, people, we're going to need each other more than ever moving forward in this new thing, this new world order, where the hub is right here in the United States. So just get used to it. All right, people, look, it's Friday. So I'm going to leave you off with my favorite three things. Let's put this week behind us. I will see you on Sunday for my markets to look ahead. Going to be very lovely. I'm sure about that. You ready? Let's do this together. Love each other, care about each other, and be charitable. All right. I will see all of you Sunday. This guy loves you a lot. Ponder the things I've spoken about in this video. Love to hear from you. I will read the comments, I promise. See you Sunday.